Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast. I'm the best guy ever. We've got Tom Oliver.
Hello.
Yeah.
Gibbon Take.
Radcon 4.
Oh no, he did it.
There's
What?
Ben.
He spilled
There
the
he is.
beans.
What do you mean, Radcon 4?
Well, what we're
It
ta-
all started back
we're-
in the summer of '86.
we're talking about it. We're making it happen.
We're making
It's
Radcon
real.
4. It's gonna
It's
be a
real.
thing.
We're gonna do it
Radcon 4 real.
in March, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Radcon
March?
for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
At
Yeah, I
the-
mean,
at
fuck
the
it.
present time of recording, a lot of the very specifics are not ironed out, but we are planning to do it in March, hopefully in Virginia, and it's gonna be based around the idea of like spring break students. We're the PCP
School.
university students, and we're on spring break in like a beach
We're gonna get
house.
spring baked. If you
Maybe.
know what I'm saying, bro.
We're we have the house picked out, or we have a house tentatively picked out.
Yeah.
And
But let's sell it. It's like a beach mansion
Yes,
on the beautiful
oh God!
beaches of Virginia
What if we don't?
Beach.
I mean, I hope we get it. But
so good.
yeah, we picked out. Yeah, it's great. It's on the fucking beach. It's
Oh my
it's
God.
beautiful.
So
I found
excited.
it. I am responsible. I saw the listing and was like,
That's
hey,
true.
nice value.
It's actually cheaper than the last place.
Yeah.
And on the fucking beach, which makes me go
yeah.
goo goo gaga.
I'm
baby mode.
surprised because more of us live in Boston, so I thought that we should do it here because we would save on travel costs, which is true. But
Technically, yeah.
But rental costs are lower in Virginia, so I kind of think it doesn't make much difference, and it probably
agree.
evens out. And honestly, I want to go on a trip. I want to go on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on the plane and make my summer getaway to sunny Virginia Beach, tropical
In March.
paradise.
Because I need a break. I need a vacation.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, let's talk about like
Yeah.
little hint.
Oh,
hints
can we
at-
say the name we have in general?
we
for
have
it?
we're not
Should we hide
we're not
that?
100% settled on it, are we?
It's definitely Radcon 4 something. Radcon 4 Paradise or Radcon 4 Paradise High.
We were looking at the
or-
beach house,
Yeah.
and we thought that like a tropical getaway paradise
Yeah.
theme would be pretty funny.
In
It's a
Virginia.
tropical paradise getaway, but also we have to be in school because we're bad children we're delinquents, and we have to listen to a bunch of really great lectures.
But also, it's Virginia in March, and the beach will be miserable, and the water will be ice cold, and we will
Correct.
probably
Hell yeah.
suffer a lot.
I look forward to it.
Here's the funniest part is that we're thinking of maybe doing a sexy swimsuit calendar, like on the beach of all of us.
Yep.
These were
That's
all
true.
ideas. These were all ideas we were tossing around.
That might be a stretch goal for the Kickstarter.
The calendar is a great idea. For only the highest and most dedicated donors.
Indeed.
Because
We're
I don't
gonna
want
structure
anyone
it
to
very
fucking
carefully.
see that shit.
It's gonna be good. I'm
I'm gonna buy a
just
wig. I'm
picture
gonna
it.
buy a wig, and I'm just gonna be an anime girl.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I don't want to oversell it, but just picture all of us in your favorite anime swimsuits.
I
I'm
already
just saying.
have the fucking Ryuko Matoi like thing that I wore on that one time.
True, but that's not a swimsuit. That's
Well,
a
you know,
clothes-
it's
far
a
too many
school suit.
clothes.
It's got a skirt. You know, it's
I-
what the people
Oh,
crave.
it sounds good.
I
As
get-
opposed to the Radcon 3 arena, we're all in like our weaponry with our guns. Instead, sexy pinup girls
guess-
with their
time
anime
for a
bathing
I
slice
guess
of
suits.
I
life.
guess I better do stick to keto real hard so I can have my beach body ready.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you better.
Fuck yeah.
You better.
You want to have like
boy.
a comeback from Fat Ben the last time. You
Yeah.
already fit Ben this
I
time.
mean, there's been a rebound in a big way.
unironically, for ever since Radcon 2 or 3, I have been thinking, God, I can't look like that at Radcon
Yeah.
4. I can't do it.
You've already
it's
succeeded.
It's
You've already
unacceptable.
succeeded on that.
Yeah, true.
There's been a transformation.
But I can
but
always
yeah.
succeed more.
True. You can always be thinner. Look better.
Yes, look, you can always be thinner,
the
look
one.
better.
Until you're in the skeleton war, you can always be thin.
So the lectures, right?
yeah.
The lectures are,
Yeah.
to my thinking, the thing that people I mean, they're the things that, I mean, for me, they're my most popular content. I think.
Same. I think that's true across the board.
Okay. I didn't know if it was true across the board, but yeah, I'm not surprised. People love the lectures. So me personally, I'm going to do at least 2. I'll do more if I can stomach it, and if anyone will stand for me to do so. I'll do them all. I thought that like, I thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny if we actually had, and I've said this to you guys, but for the audience, I thought it would be funny if we actually had like a class itinerary that we like we get there and we've got it all figured out. Like, on Monday, Professor fucking Bestman is doing a lecture on dogs in the media, and at 6 p.m. Hippos.
The inmates are running the asylum where the students are doing the lectures.
Hippo's doing one on birds under the sea, and
I mean, I think we can hint or like just show what the lectures are going to be about, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind.
Maybe.
I'm sure everyone knows. I've been saying it forever. I'm going to do the Chris Chan follow-up. I also want to do one on Jennifer Diane Wright's and her comics, because I think those are neat. And I discovered sort of an arc. I discovered sort of like a weird history arc that ties in with the thing that she's best known for, which is the Kokoro Wish comic. And how that... It's all part of a broader story that I think is kind of neat. So, yeah. Those 2 and maybe others. I don't know. I know I talked in the past about maybe doing a Dieth and Strix, but like... Yeah. And I think that would be funny, but what sucks about that is that I would have to watch like fucking thousands of hours of like D&D podcasts, and I just don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, that's a big oof.
Yeah. It's not a good look in 2019. Wait, fuck, it's 2020.
Shit. An even worse one in 2020.
So old!
This look is getting more and more yikes by the second.
I'm doing I'll probably do exactly 1 lecture, and I'll just say it's relevant to the setting. I guess we'll say where we're at, and I'm thinking of things I could do.
Sand.
With that.
You're gonna talk about how it's rough
the
course.
sand.
Do we know what it is? Have you told us?
I'm sure I have. I'm sure, and I think I might have even said it publicly, but
because I forget.
You know, with the ocean in the background, with the sandy shore on this, well, you know, it might be relevant. We'll see.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it is Kingdom Hearts relevant.
The first level of Kingdom Hearts.
I guess I could always. I was thinking of doing like a Kingdom Hearts like 2. I guess I could do that, but there's not that much. There's only 1 game effectively worth of story, and like I don't know, I could do like a mini lecture that's like 30 minutes long. I mean,
I think it makes
be worth it.
I think it's worth. I think it makes sense. I mean, like you did this big Kingdom Hearts lecture. It got really popular. And now there's a new game. It's like the final game in the series. Wraps it up. There's new context. Why not do? Yeah. I mean, you've already done follow-up videos to the lecture.
Yeah, maybe you
right?
should Maybe it should just be a follow-up rather than lecture number 2. Like it's like a extra
supplementary class. Yeah, extra credits.
Extra credit. Yeah.
Not extra credits, like the actual
My favorite YouTube channel.
No.
Yeah.
No, not them. They made video that was cringe, and I saw people say that it was cringe.
It's true. Live it down. It's not wrong.
Well, I'll keep you guys posted on all that. We'll see. But I mean, the Kickstarter, from the time of when this comes out, we're hoping the Kickstarter is like up and running like within a week of when you hear this. So
maybe
keep your fucking wallets open, boys. That's
we'll definitely
that's the main
be trying very hard to get it all set up and ready to go as quickly
time
as
is of the essence, considering the
time is kind
of
of the essence because we want to do it over spring break.
Which is, I'll just give you the dates. I believe it's March 6th to 13th is Munchie Spring Break, so it's framed around that with like the weekends or whatever.
Oh shit! I just realized on February, like the PCP dating sim will be out.
Ooh, Valentine's Day. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, so what if we recreated PCP dating sim scenes in real life, guys?
We could, or like I'm sure there'll be like a live stream set that we could just play we could play that.
Oh my god, we should play
through
stream as the PCP. Oh my god, that's a great idea. That's a real good idea.
There's gonna be another Royal Rumble if we can get that working again. Hopefully we can.
It's a necessity. It's a tradition. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be video games and anime. You know, your things you like. We're gonna do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck. Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, let's discuss the fact that everything cost way more than we thought last time, and we lost. And even though we hit all our stretch goals, we ended up losing money.
That we did.
Primarily it was because of the shipping
Because
costs.
all of you motherfuckers live internationally and destroyed us with $1,000 in shipping costs that we did not see.
They're even worse than immigrants. They're just plain foreigners.
They could,
and that's just the worst.
When are these goddamn foreigners just going to immigrate to my goddamn country already?
Damn it, guys.
It's already so easy. How much easier can we make it for you to hop the border? Jesus Christ. We're giving you free shit and everything. Just come over here.
Take my fucking job. Just save me the goddamn postage. You
Okay, so last time we asked for $5,800 for Radcon 3.
Oh, sweet.
As we broke it down and understood it. This time, okay, because some unnamed, unmentionable, bureaucratic fools were in charge of Radcon 2's finances and whatnot, not a godlike mathematical machine such as yours truly, who documented every expense and whatnot. We have the facts and the figures.
He showed me the spreadsheet. It's a nightmare. Yeah. I can't understand it.
Yeah.
It was that spreadsheet was developed for the very specific purpose of just identifying who was owed what money. So it's not optimized for just fucking counting up all the expenses. I can share it with people.
I should say not, sir.
Okay. But that being said, now that we actually know what 10 days in a place having Radcon, we know what it costs, and shall I just say the number? Shall I just say what we're looking for?
Fucking go for it.
Yeah.
All right. With all the expenses, we all lost money when accounting for flight, for food, for all this stuff. So we've pretty much reverse engineered how much we need to just break even to get 6 or 7 of us
based on how much things cost last time.
That's right, including food. If we just want to not lose any money, we would ask for. Considering the 10% fee that Kickstarter asked for, we're going to ask for right about $10,000. That's how much it costs to make the whole thing happen.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we shouldn't include food costs. Maybe that's not necessary. Because we have to eat either.
Not that much, is it?
It was I think it was a couple hundred for the whole.
We're talking about a couple hundred
for the whole 10 days.
For 10 days of
we'll just
6,
get a
7, 8
giant
people.
bag of rice for $10, and that's all we'll eat.
That's not keto.
No, it's not.
Well, listen, this is how I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm thinking about it overall. The way that we did it last time, we just way undervalued everything. And of course, this number is including making stretch goals, shipping them out, which was $1,000 just by itself to do that shit. And we've got to incorporate all those into it. We can do things not worry about the food costs and whatnot, but all that means is that we're just putting the cost of this time on us as individuals. And look, that's fine.
Well,
if we want to pay for things out of our own pocket, that's okay.
I'm just saying that we would be buying food whether we were at Radcon or not.
I mean, that is true. That is true. You're not wrong about that. And so, I mean, maybe we could lower the cost a bit.
That's a quibble. That's a pretty small.
I mean, even if we took food out, we'd be charging $9,500 instead of $10,000. It's not a deal breaker, make or break, huge difference.
And I mean, when we analyze it, I mean, a lot of us spent tons of time after Radcon 3 working on extensive, complicated editing projects, and the man hours involved in those alone.
Oh, okay. Let me talk about that.
Sure,
so, 10 paces and draw, right, was a massively complicated video to edit. I mean, by my it was by far the most complicated video I've ever edited. It took me several months working on it on and off. It was a nightmare, and I didn't make any money off of it. That was probably 60 or 70 hours of totally unpaid labor, and I will not do it again.
Yes, and same with T-Bat Resurrection was great. I'm glad it exists, but that arc is closed. I'm not doing that again. At least not for free. If someone paid me, that's a different story.
I would really like there to be a 10 paces and draw a stretch goal so that Ben would do another one.
I'm not saying I would never edit it again, but I will not do it for free. I'm sorry. I don't think that much work for free is reasonable. So I don't feel like it's unreasonable for me to say I would need a budget allotment to put that amount of work in.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do something with 10 paces to draw, because now that like we could probably plan it out better and like do
we could
digital
do it better
and like actually screen record, so like we could have footage of the drawings coming together and stuff like that. Because like Munchie's gonna have an iPad, I have an iPad, I have another tablet computer, so like we'd have abilities to do things, and we could.
I really like 10 paces and draw. I feel like the audience response was. I don't know. Did people like
positive, but not explosive.
Like some people liked it, and some people didn't give a shit. So like you know, it had its fans.
I mean, lectures are the meat and potatoes of Radcon. You know, if you're going to prioritize,
we'll definitely be doing a lot of those.
That's where my focus is at. But I mean, I do want to be uploading like, you know, just stupid vlogs and just like bullshit things.
No,
and I mean, I think we've discovered the perfect formula. In terms of being in a place, the perfect formula is getting a place just like Radcon 3, a big, beautiful house that we can do stuff in. There's plenty of rooms to create things and goof around and whatever, do whatever the fuck we want as late as we want. And we're all there to work for like a dedicated period of time. There is as few distractions as possible. And we just put ourselves in just a creative mode, and we get to see our friends for, you know, a good 10 days.
It's the best environment hard to understate how valuable having the house, the arena, for last Radcon was.
It was so good.
It allowed so many things to happen simultaneously.
Yeah.
We were talking about saving money by doing it at Digi's place, but like it's not big enough.
It's theoretically possible, but it would be terrible.
We would be crammed in there. There would be no free space. Like the thing about the house that we rented was like they had at night, like the basement was empty. You could go like at any given time you could go, and like anyone could go somewhere and do something themselves and not bother another person.
I mean,
and that would never happen
to paint the picture. Because like Nate, you and Gib were downstairs recording podcast. And then we were upstairs running streams pretty much constantly. And then while the stream was going on, I think at some point we were recording something in the kitchen as well. So there were like 3 things going on at once just because of that space was there. It was just, and then like Ben was saying, the basement being available, like the whole mining at night thing happened with those 2 or 3 videos.
Right.
Like would not have happened without it. So it was just so much stuff that happened at Radcon 3 just because the space allowed them to all congeal at the same time.
God.
Yes. I guess we should mention who is definitely coming to this if this Kickstarter. So it's all 4 of us and Digi and Munchie. Anyone else
and Victor as cameraman.
Oh, and Victor, of course. Victor will be there getting the perfect shots, the succulent visuals.
Victor and his camera are such assets to Radcon. I mean, if not for the lectures as well as other stuff. If anything, I wish we had another cameraman, but hey, what can you do? One's pretty good.
2 cameramen
clone Victor
would make such a difference for like for something like 10 paces.
10 paces, yeah. You were always what's the word? Saying how unfortunate it was you didn't have more B-roll to work with.
Honestly, like without B-roll, it really handicapped it.
Yeah. You can't do those what do they call it? The fucking like those fear factor shots of like where someone's lecturing like I had a really tough time, and they do that like the close zoom with the dun dun on like a totally neutral face of a participant. Create the narrative.
Yeah,
that's the good shit.
I mean, I wonder if we could get someone to. I mean, does Victor only have 1 camera? Would he only be? And could we get someone to like do B-roll for just like one day?
Maybe. Let's just say we're doing 10 paces and draw. Just an example. Maybe one of. I mean, I probably wouldn't be in it. I mean, I maybe could be a judging. I don't fucking know. But like, I could. I'm no cameraman. But maybe one of us like could do that role of trying to get B-roll footage while it's going on. I don't know if he has a second camera, but if he did. Something to think about, I suppose.
Yeah.
And because Victor doesn't live far away, we've got access to his
he must have more like at his since his house will be there. Maybe he could
I don't know if he would trust any of us with a camera though. I mean, those are expensive pieces of equipment.
I mean, since we'll be maybe Hope could do it. Maybe Hope could carry a second camera or May or someone. I don't know. Just have someone just for that one event.
Yeah.
Victor's sick, like $1 billion camera, and then all the B-roll is just shot on an iPhone.
Handycam or webcam, or on my iPhone, unregistered Hypercam 2 converted compressed video.
We could like sellotape a fucking
like in the
GoPro
wrong
to
aspect
the
ratio, it
ceiling.
looks like vertical.
Yeah, of course.
We could sellotape like a GoPro to the ceiling, and it can act like security cam footage.
Ooh,
make
that's
it in black
true.
and white.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's true.
yes. I want that.
Hey, do you
mean,
guys all still have your GoPros?
yeah.
I do.
No, wait. That's
Based.
unironically a great idea. Okay. Yes, please. And I'll make it like black and green and make it look like night camera footage, right? And I'll put and I'll make it look like it's
So for
heat
no
camera.
reason, the
Yeah.
idea
Just
is
all bring those
that we're in
GoPros
darkness,
and
drawing.
just
It'll be
have
like
them hooked up
Terminator
all over
vision.
the house.
Yeah, just all over the house.
They're just live streaming
all the-
constantly.
I definitely want to film
Sounds fun.
like a lot of stupid vlogs of wandering around on the beach, perhaps drunk, perhaps high, and attacking the ocean.
I want to spend time with. I love the beach so
I was
much.
saying it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be
gonna be
fucking
cold, but,
I'm
like-
prepared. I'm prepared.
I was saying that I'm sure that at least one night of Radcon I will get plastered. And you must promise to turn the cameras off.
We'll film it, but there's no promises. There's no
Okay.
promises that it will or will not go online. If
If
it's
it gets-
funny enough.
Get edited
If
in
it
some
gets
way,
too
yeah.
embarrassing, I will swear a blood oath against you.
It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Understandable.
All right.
Hey, speaking of endorsements, this is unrelated, but I just got a message from the Devu, who said, very quality Shovel Knight video, and he said, quote, just doing based Chad King things is his favorite line. Thanks, Devu. Appreciate that. All right, unrelated.
Cool.
I call that an endorsement of Radcon 4 if ever there was one.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be probably content recorded there.
Oh, yeah, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All our fucking weirdo, goofy, retarded shows will be featured in
There,
some
there
capacity or
there
another.
could be a fucking Chibi Burkers. There's definitely gonna be.
You know
a
what, guys?
podcast.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just telling you right now. $15,000 stretch goal. We get Jeff through in the building, guys. We're bringing 10 late out. 10 late is in the building, people.
Please.
It's happening. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Please,
Yes.
can we? Where does he live?
Canada,
Canada,
like
yeah.
Vancouver.
Oh,
maybe?
fucking
Yeah.
A.
God.
All Canada cities are
Bullshit.
the same city.
Okay, well,
I'll
never
get him a
mind.
horse
I
and
don't know.
buggy.
Also, I lied, but maybe we could ask him anyway. That'd be funny. That would be epic. How sick would that be? I'll ask him.
Pretty great.
Dude, what if Jeff Through comes down to do a lecture? Like, if he has an interesting topic, that might actually
Bruh.
be cool.
If he wants to, I say he's welcome.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I suspect there may be some personnel differences between some of the members of the show.
Like Ditchy in the
fine.
back would just be the angry kid, like just trying to interrupt the
No,
class,
that'd be so
throwing
great.
pieces of
We
paper.
bring in
Nobody gives a
Jeff
shit.
through as the exchange student who comes in mid arc to shake everything
Whoa,
up.
Shit. Damn. That's some good stuff. That's some good
See,
stuff.
it's like
And
it's
then
season
we get-
2, and he's the Poochie. He's the Poochie
Right,
character
right.
they introduce.
And then near the end, we get Monkey in to shoot the school up.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's
Oh.
that's the
Just
meme.
like how this is how Jeff gets killed off in the arc. He takes the bullet for Digi. They have a beautiful healing moment, and then
Shit.
God.
and then he's written out of the
This
story.
is the
There
best
you go.
fanfic ever.
Damn, that's good stuff. That's good
The
stuff.
pathos.
Yeah, these are all great ideas, guys. You're definitely going to see all this.
Yeah,
from
this
Radcon
is
4.
all-
Look
Yes,
forward to all
absolutely
these.
100%.
confirmed true. No lies at all.
That should be the tagline.
No li-
We're definitely actually doing this. Hashtag no lies in the project.
Fucking A.
Well,
I'm super fucking excited though. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a fucking travesty, and frankly, it's unbelievable to me that it's been 2 years.
It,
Like
doesn't, it
is-
almost doesn't feel like it in a way.
it doesn't feel like it at
doesn't.
all, and
It doesn't.
also it's like objectively just a huge mistake that
Oh,
we should
absolutely.
it should not
Absolutely
have
true.
it should not have been 2
No.
years since the last.
Just
one.
for the
That's so
record,
fucking
folks,
dumb.
if everything goes ahead as planned, it would have been exactly 2 years. It will be on like March 14th or whatever was when Radcon 3 happened. It will be on March 14th. Will be like one of the last days or whatever of this Radcon 4 2 years later. Yeah, that was a big oof. That was a big mistake. But Hopefully we can
my
rectify
God.
it.
It's pretty
I
interesting.
was still in my 20s. I was still in my 20s when we had
God.
Radcon
Don't remind
3.
me. Don't
Holy
remind me.
I'll be
shit.
ending my 20s with Radcon 3. I think a large part of it, I'll say this to defend us slightly, was, I mean, TBAP Resurrection took a full year to be finished because we had so many other things competing for time and stuff. And if I had made it my number one priority, could I have gotten it done first? I guess, but I had fucking shit to do, so
Yeah, something like that. Again, like
can't do that unless we're getting paid
it's so
a good
much
amount
work.
of money.
Well,
Let's make another stretch goal, Ben. $99,000. We make TBAP Resurrection 2.
No.
It's back, baby.
TBAP D Resurrection.
99,000.
99. That's right. We're going all the way up.
You gotta
hire like
Resurrection.
fucking studio trigger
First there
animate
was
it.
TBAP Resurrection. Now there's
Hell yeah.
TBAP Ascension, where you send back into Pony Heaven.
Ooh, that does sound good. For Season 5, baby. For Gen 5.
I mean,
It's
Phantom
coming back.
Horn has to conclude his arc in New Los Angeles City. So,
Oh my god,
True.
slime and punishment.
We'll have to see how that plays out.
Surely TBAP Saga, including TBAP Resurrection, all took place before the Slime City Saga. Of Phantom Horn.
I suppose it must have, yeah.
The continuity
Yeah.
is questionable.
I mean, when was Phantom sealed in stone with Keg? Presumably.
I guess that all must have happened.
You know, Ben.
I guess Slime and Punishment must take place post Resurrection.
You could theoretically end it with, I mean, Keg and Phantom sealed in the garden for misdeeds. I mean, Keg was like, I didn't do anything, but whoops, there he goes. Steal. I don't know.
Maybe
wouldn't that be amusing?
It's conceivable. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I didn't even. Who knows? Like the spider's web that I've woven of like the timelines of
Indeed.
Keg and Phantom.
It's all a rich tapestry.
That deserves a lecture as well.
Honestly,
True.
maybe it fucking does.
Well, we've said like the Horseshoe saga in general, like all of our boys together, and like the MLP fandom, really.
Well,
its own lecture.
I think it would be funny to do a Horseshoe Crew lecture, but like a canon one, like what canonically did.
Like the events, of course, of Cutie Mark Kerfuffle. Of course,
like what canonically did the lives of Phantom Horn, Keg Standard, Tall Tales, Give and Take, Digibro, Starboard Bow,
yeah.
Lethal Aurora Mage.
This has to be Jeff's lecture. Though. We can't talk about ourselves.
The biggest fan there is.
That'll be his he'll get given that as like a project. And he'll be like, "Ah, damn it, I don't want to do this."
His
Jeff's
SEO manager will say,
like,
Jeff, baby,
assignment
sweetheart,
at the end.
we got the numbers in. The kids are all talking about this Horseshoe Crew. You gotta make your next video about this Horseshoe
You
Crew.
gotta add tags. You gotta add
baby.
hashtag Horseshoe Crew to all your videos. You gotta tag it. You gotta optimize your SEO, sweetheart.
I have nothing but respect.
Who is
for
saying this?
Tenlaid,
his
obviously.
SEO manager guy, the one who tells him what to make videos on, who apparently is a real person, from what I understand. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I remember. That's what he sounds like. I remember him.
Yeah, he's baby, sweetheart. You gotta make Sword Art Online. You gotta JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
You heard about
These
this
kids are all
anime,
over it.
Naruto? They got a video game now.
It's everyone's favorite character, the SEO CEO.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes,
That's good.
yeah, that's pretty good. Man, fuck. I don't know. I'm really fucking hyped for Radcon 4.
It's pretty cool because, like, literally 48 hours ago, we had no plans other than like Radcon 4 would be
48
cool.
hours ago, I was It's a Wonderful Life in it. I was on that bridge, ready to end it all, I had nothing to look forward to, and now I'm full of hope. I'm rejuvenated.
It was funny. We were having a conversation, and we were just like, "Guys, everything sucks. What do we do?" And they're like, "What about things could not suck? Remember Radcons?" And we're like,
Radcon?
"Oh yeah. Why didn't we do that?
Why don't we
What
just
was
do
stopping
that?
us?
Why are we? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Solid.
It's funny. For the record, like that, we've been initiating that conversation for a while, and the stopping point we kept hitting, like recently, Munchie had said, like, "Hey, I'm free during spring break. Like, we could theoretically do it then." And we had gotten to the point where we just hit the wall of like, okay, but where should we do it? Do we need an Airbnb? Could we do it in Digi's house? But then we were just like, fuck it. No, it's too small. We answered those questions, and that's all it took. And once that's done, stone's rolling downhill, and that's the rest is the easy part. So keep an eye out for that fucking Kickstarter, I guess. Coming I would say
soon.
within a week of when you see this. Very likely.
Wow.
Maybe a little bit longer, but
That's very soon.
We're working on it.
Soon, but soon. though.
Very
There
soon.
will surely be a video announcement independent of the podcast.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Oh my god.
So click that bell if you haven't already to get that sweet notification as soon as it drops.
Hell yeah.
Like,
it's great.
subscribe, share.
Very happy. You know, all the comments complain the show's stagnant, the show sucks. Guess what?
Yep,
the show always sucked. It's not about the show. It's about Radcon. And we're back, baby.
Yeah.
The Radcon is definitely like the resurgence button. Like we would, you know, meeting up and doing all that cool shit will definitely make us more hype about each other and the podcast.
That's true. That's definitely true.
And the fact that we have gone 2 years is probably the reason the show suffered.
Bad. Such a disaster.
2 years without the group orgy that keeps the rejuvenating.
I guess we did have that meetup last year.
Yeah,
which was
true. It was brief though.
Yeah. It was
weird.
Radcon
That was like to
3.33.
plan for things that, I mean,
plan
eventually
for-
like can
That was such a fucking dumb. That was such a dumbass meeting. It was totally pointless.
I mean, it was kind of unnecessary, but I mean, I didn't object to coming out to visit the peeps anyway, so
It was
I was kind of
fine.
happy to do it. I mean, you know, I'm out in Cincinnati. I'm not near anybody I know, except really Michelle, so, you know.
Sure.
I was happy to do
I mean,
it.
that part of it is fine.
Yeah.
But like the business meeting aspect of it, I think I remember you guys were talking about that, and I was like, "This is dumb. This has nothing to do with me, and it's probably all bullshit anyway. So I'm just gonna go get drunk in the basement." And then I did.
That did happen. That did happen. Yeah, I mean, at that point, that was kind of when we were answering some of the questions about what these plans for the future looked like, and I don't know. We have some ideas now, but we're still working it out. I don't know. We'll fucking see. Anyway, Radcon coming soon. Keep talking. And I was gonna say, speaking of on this subject.
Comment. I mean, is it? I guess comment if you want to let us know what kind of things you'd want to see, or like what kind of stuff would entice you to donate. I guess what would be a good what would be a stretch what would be a stretch goal that you'd be hyped to like push for. I don't know.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, but we are thinking of doing.
We have
t-shirts
a
and
couple
pins.
ideas of our own.
Let's be crystal clear though.
And the calendar.
Subject.
And that we
audience,
I want to do the calendar.
The calendar's a great idea. You audience, you don't know what you want, and you don't know what it's worth to you. That's our job to figure out, to strategize the ways to get you to donate your money. Because, I mean, here's one of the things.
But
we
also
charged too little for each of our goals last time, and we will not be... So, like, it's going to be similar to last time, but, like, a bunch of things relatively are going to be more expensive because we charged too little for them last time. So, like, equivalent goals are probably going to be more expensive because we fucked up last time and all lost money. And I'd like to at least break even.
True.
At least.
It's sad. It's sad.
That was a painful phone call for like 2 hours. We went line by line through everything. It was like, oh no. Oh no!
I remember that.
Oh no!
I remember because I expected that like there was gonna be some leftover money, and we would all get maybe like
money,
and we would all maybe just get the extra like $100 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was like no, it's actually just coming out of
like when Jesse flew
PC
down. We're like, oh yeah,
funds.
Jesse, we'll cover your flight. It'll be fine. And then like slam.
Big 3
months later, we got nothing, but we still promised the man.
I'll probably include, or we'll probably include, like a plan of like exactly, pretty much like, because it's going to be very similar to the last Radcon breakdown. Like you can compare. It'll be maybe you'll find it interesting to compare because I certainly do. Like what we expected the expenses to be last time, we made that like chart of the expenses versus now we actually know exactly how much those were, and we're going to use that as our template for what we expect to pay for everything this time. And it's a lot more than we thought last time. So
Radcon 3 was so much fun.
It sure was, buddy.
It was the best thing I did that entire year, easily.
Pretty much in agreement.
Yep. What did I do in 28? Oh, yeah. That was the best thing.
I mean, it was the only thing I did. So, I mean, it just wins by default. It doesn't mean anything. I hate all of you guys, but still.
Understandable. Yep. Yep. 2018 was a bit of a low-key year for me while I was working on Weagwas and like looking to quit my job relatively soon.
Look,
so,
what better way to start a new decade than with another Radcon? You're welcome. You're welcome, all of you.
Indeed.
Gonna make your
listen,
life
big
worth
spenders. Living. Russell, I'm talking to you. Open up that wallet, buddy. Break it wide open.
Russell, get ready. Toya, get drunk when the Kickstarter goes live.
Oh, it was like the ultimate Handboy Warrior was the wrestler.
Okay.
Hashtag let Russell wrestle.
Let Russell wrestle, guys.
We had one Handboy Warrior.
Correct.
I kind of think
we were shocked someone was willing to do that.
We had a what do we have, like 15 or 16 like of
the dad
dads?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, based on those numbers, I'm thinking maybe we have we can have some one or two tiers in between those.
Maybe.
There might be someone who doesn't want to go the full 1,000,
That was a joke. I mean, we did not expect anybody to do
now
it.
we know. Now we know that some idiots
We've got fat cows out there, fat whales just waiting to spew their blubber into our waiting mouths. Ooh, yes, so succulent. Yeah. So what we should do is, I think, I'm coming up with a
Handboy Warrior
here.
tier for Radcon for $10,000.
I think, I don't know, maybe we keep it something similar, but we actually open that up so there's a couple more entries in there or something. Cause,
I think 1,000 is plenty. Yeah, I don't think.
Maybe people be interested in that. But like things for like the dad, well, like all of our tiers of like getting physical rewards, all of those I think are going to be more expensive. And then the dad one should bump up a bit.
The thing about like
we're just trying to not lose money, guys. That's all it is. We just want to not lose money.
The Handboy Warrior tier is exciting because it like put you are involved in the rumble.
That's real value. That's real value there.
We surely we can find other things that we could like do. I don't know. I'll bet we could think of some shit that like if you donate this tier, we will include you in something else. I don't know. We'll put you in the calendar. I don't know.
I mean, the dad thing, I guess, was the one because we like talked about them in like the fucking whatever that was, the Arena IRL.
I feel like we
video
could have done more with that. I feel like if we do it again, we should definitely have more dad involvement somehow. Whatever that.
We'll come up with some better plans. I think. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
Maybe like members of the school board or whatever this time.
Ooh, they could be our dads. Doing our coming for parent teacher night. Here's my dad, Figerson, and whatnot.
What if they are like? What if the donors they're the parent, they're the PTA? What if they can like? What if we give them like? I don't know. Maybe they can like make rules for us or something, or maybe they can like give us commands.
This seems like
I don't know.
Too much.
Oh no, stepdad! I have to do anything you say.
I don't know.
I'm in trouble now. I'm stuck in the washing machine, bent over in this precarious position again. I hope you don't do anything weird, stepdad.
Turns on the washing machine.
I don't know where you.
Dad. That is very weird, Dad. Why would you do that?
I didn't say it. No, that's not the scenario I'm just trying to describe.
No, oh, that's too bad. I'm not interested.
Well, I'm sufficiently less interested now.
You've been a real dirty girl, he says, turning on the washing machine.
Time to clean you up.
Damn, that extra spin
turns it
cycle,
up to
really.
like heavily spoiled, and it's just like
heavily soiled.
extra wash cycle,
extra hot water. Yeah, just you know.
You know how it is.
That's the real shit.
Okay, but no. Okay,
I think more
how
audience involvement is always a good idea.
You know how in like the Hunger Games, like donors can like pay to like give them shit or like set off bombs or something. They interact.
We should set off
lay
bombs
some
in the
C4
house.
down in the house that we don't own.
Put some mines in the beach.
Maybe
like an epic prank.
Maybe the PTA can be like, I don't know, maybe we could have like certain things we want to do, but we could have like polls, but like only the PTA members get to like vote to say like what we do.
That could be done.
Something. This is a very half-formed idea, but I hope you get the kind of thing I'm gesturing at.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this episode comes out, a lot of these things may have been ironed out and understood as to what we're gonna do. The big things that are guaranteed are lectures and streams and high school theming.
Indeed.
Also the beach.
The beach will be there, and the house.
We're gonna do
Paradise High,
like a
slow
mo fucking splashing in the water, going hee hee. That sort of thing.
We will drink everything out of coconuts. Every single time.
Just for the record, of interest, maybe we'll get the mind racing or tingling or whatnot. The Shovel Knight Kickstarter, which I was looking into the other day, it had a thing where like if you pledge a certain you pledge a certain tier, you get to vote on which of the 8 like Mega Man boss knights effectively like will get a playable mode of their own or whatever. And like the 3 that won were voted on like by those people. So maybe like influence in some style or some decision of something. Well, here's just an idea. Maybe there's some idea for a video, and like the star of the video will be voted upon by this tier, and it'll be one of us will be like the subject of whatever this thing is, and it's decided by the viewers. And I don't know, maybe something like that could be done.
The Penny Arcade like D&D Twitch, the C team in particular has a thing where the Twitch subscriber base, the subscribers, they're called the Shadow Council, and they get to like vote on stuff, and like the DM will like, he'll ask like, you know, what is the dark secret behind like Rosie Beestinger's like long lost uncle or whatever, and it's like, oh, he's secretly gay, or oh, he's secretly straight, and it's like, well,
I like this idea of we modified like the dad tier into this PTA one, and now they get to like be involved. They get to exert a certain amount of authorial control. Interesting idea. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, future PTA members.
All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for all our Radcon thoughts thus far. We're currently busily racing to get all the assets prepared so it can be out as soon as possible. Later today, I'll be working more on these details of tiers and stuff. So
I have to do the write up still.
Indeed.
Okay.
And Munchie's working on a logo and other things that you'll see soon. How exciting!
I don't know, man. It's real fucking hype. It's real fucking hype for it, my dude.
I am as well.
But I guess we must move on. New Matthew Matos's video out today, or 2 days ago.
Wait. Before we start talking about stuff, I have an announcement. Hopefully, either today or the weekend coming, the first chapter of my new comic will be out.
Shit.
I haven't exactly decided on the title, but it's the Lord of Ghosts comic.
Hey.
Oh, shit. No fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this post his involvement in becoming the entity or whatever it was, and then getting spat out of
this is the story of the Lord of Ghosts and what happened to him after he was exiled. After he was defeated and the Negus line was destroyed, way back, and this is his exploits, leaving and outside of the city, and the stuff that happens, and it's cool, and I'm proud of what I've written and drawn so far. I've inked like 14 out of the first 20 pages. The chapter is going to be each chapter is going to be like 20 pages long. There's going to be like 4 or 5 chapters, and I hope for it to be basically done by the middle of February.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, is it going to be on APS Adventures?
It's going to be on APS Adventures. I might change that website's name to giveandtake.com or something. Just for better branding. It'll be up on my webcomic website. I'll probably make like an account on all of the webcomic places and put them there as well for no reason, just in case somebody discovers me through that.
Doesn't hurt.
That's my big announcement.
Sick.
Hopefully there will be a link in the description.
That's fucking sick, dude.
I'm ready.
That's fucking sick. Are you gonna go back to Red Noir after this?
Yes. After that, it's Red Noir until that's finished, and then. Oh yeah, the thing I was thinking, because this first comic is like entirely digital. I sketched it digitally, and I'm gonna ink it and shade it digitally, and that's all cool. Red Noir, I'm thinking of like drawing on my iPad to see how much easier or better that is, or maybe not as good, just to see the advantages that brings to that comic. And then after that, I'm going to try and do a traditionally drawn, perhaps digitally inked, but definitely traditionally drawn comic for the third one. And it's going to be for the rest of the year, maybe? I don't know. It's going to be a long one. But that's my comic thing. 2020 was going to be my make 3 comics year. I wasn't on the last episode, so I didn't get to say like my goals, but I think I said it somewhere else. And that is what I'm going to do. And
it's a good goal. It's a good goal for anyone.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 comics. 3 finished comics with stuff, and it's...
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude! That's getting me hype. You're getting me hype now.
Dude, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm stoked. More work from you is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's making me a little self-conscious that I haven't been working on Slime and Punishment.
Oh god, good. It's not only me. I was trying to like
I
squash that fear.
I had a real big like idea of like January. All right, how many days are in January? Okay, how many pages could I potentially do out of the pages I ever have sketched? Like finish them per day. It's like if I can keep on a pace of at least 3 per day, I can finish the entire thing in January. Unlikely to happen because of all sorts of things, motivation, things getting in the way, like other things taking up my time. So it's most likely going to be the middle of February. But I've been keeping good pace so far. On the first day of January, I did like 8 pages, but they were like easier to draw than the others. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty hype, feeling pretty artistic. And I can't wait, once we've finished this PCP, to get back to it.
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Fuck yes. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I was going to say some shit about me, but it doesn't matter and I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Also, I did your Vaporette. And I'm really looking forward to all the Vaporettes being done and having that fucking book on my shelf.
Yeah, that's
same.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's making me want to work on that and get that done. I've been yesterday night. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish it. But it's really late and I'm tired. And I was
just sitting there jacking my little dick. I'm just jacking my little dick here, and I'm just not gonna work.
I'll have time in the morning. No, I'll have time in the morning. I'll have time in the morning to do it. I'll be more refreshed in the morning.
You gotta like
I gotta leave space for jacking my little dick here tonight. That's what I gotta be spending my time
little
on.
dick needs a big wank, my dude.
Nate, do you have any ground to stand on giving people shit for putting work off, Mr. Ghost?
For having a little dick?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah,
motherfucker. God damn it.
You fucking rat bastard. You little rat fuck.
But Ben,
we're shit.
The way to think about it, to make it easier to understand the passage of time, because it's easy to just think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, but then tomorrow turns into 3 days.
Yeah.
You've just got to think of the calendar, think of the date, and like say I'm going to do it on this date, rather than this day of the week, because there's going to be another one of those days the next week. So if you say, I want to do like a sentence of this thing or whatever on the 13th, then if you don't have any plans on the 13th and you remember it's the 13th, you'll be like, well, this is the day I set out to do this one thing. I may as well try. And then you'll be more likely to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I talked about this. I talked about the whole thing with me and the Vaporettes in my. Oh yeah, I did want to mention this on the show. I talked about it in my Patreon's only patron podcast thing that I stole from Hippo, which I'm doing now. I'm doing a monthly thing. I was really relieved. I put that out, and I thought, well, this is fine. I hope people like that because I just like everything I make. I just put out for free, so there's not a lot of like shit that only my patrons get. So I was like, this is nice. This will be nice for them. But I was afraid because I said like I want to do like a Q&A. It would be cool if I had like sort of a back and forth with patrons where it's like they're asking me stuff and I'm answering them because it's stuff they want to know. But I was a little afraid because like people don't use Patreon like a social media site, so like posts don't get a lot of like likes or anything. Right, posts don't get a lot of engagement generally, and like that's fine. But I was a little afraid that like I'll say, hey, I want to make this like a Q&A, and it would just be radio silence and I'd get no questions. And then the next month I'd be like, okay, well, I guess scrap that idea. I'll just pretend I never said it. I'll just ramble for 45 minutes. But no, I actually got like 5 or 6 like really good, thoughtful questions from patrons.
Interesting.
And it was very nice, and I was very happy, and it's going to be and it's gonna be a whole fucking. It'll probably be like an hour long. It'll probably take me like at least an hour to answer all that shit, to go into all the depth and nuance.
I just asked the questions from patrons.
That went over pretty well.
In my Discord, which works pretty well. I usually, for the podcast that I do.
Oh, like when you get home from the gym and it's time for a little Q&A?
Yeah. So, you just go into Discord and you just, no, like seriously though, like I just have in my Discord server, I'll just ask, because I do weekly podcasts, and I'll just be like, you have questions, here, drop them in the suggestions channel on the patron Discord, and because people are always there.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, because like, my Money Spenders podcast, some people just don't listen to it, even though they're patrons and, they want to be up to date, but it's like, shit, I haven't got around to that. And I've realized some people just don't get around to it. True, and I wonder whether that's because it's, like, not as interesting as maybe it used to be or something.
I just forget. Like, I did listen to your last one where you talked about, like, the RFCK and stuff, but only because you reminded me, because you said, you mentioned it. More. But yeah, I only listened to it because you reminded me, because you said something about it in this Discord server that we're in right now.
I mean, for what I've been doing is because I have the patron Discord. I just do everything through there. I just use Patreon to post them, and because like I was posting them on YouTube, but it was easy to get around it and like keep like listening to new episodes without paying. Some people were doing that, which is funny. But I'll just whenever I add something on Patreon, I'll just go onto the Discord server and add everybody and be like, there's a new thing. So like everybody knows that it's up, as opposed to hoping they go onto Patreon, which nobody does, because why would you? And hope they notice it amongst the sea of other crap. Yeah, I can't put that in enough quotation marks.
I mean, I always get reminded by those things by email, so I assume other people do. Maybe people just don't check email as much as I do.
Possibly.
I think that's probably true.
I don't check my email very much. My like Patreon is integrated with my Discord, right? Because like my Discord is public, but there are patrons only rooms in it. And I'm pretty sure, like when you become a patron and you integrate your Discord, it just gives you like the Patreon bot in my Discord gives you the role that lets you into the patrons only rooms. But I'm pretty sure that if you unpatron, it doesn't take the role away.
It does.
So I'm pretty sure there are people in there who became a patron. I'm pretty sure there's people in there who are not active patrons, but who the bot just failed to.
What happens is when you're
to remove the role. So what I'm saying is, become a patron now, because you can get so much value. You only have to patron for 1 month to get permanent access to all my secret subscribers only Discord channels.
Well, from what I understand, it doesn't remove you from the server. It just removes your role as a patron.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I still see people in that channel, which means they must have that role, who I do not think are active patrons.
You would think so.
So I don't know if that's...
I feel like if it's like a server that is entirely patron only, people can they're usually left in.
Yeah, you have to manually get rid of people.
Because the PCP patron Discord has occasionally people who have unpledged that their name changes color, but they're still in there.
Yep.
Fucking
but
freeloaders.
For hybrid Discords, which have like patron and non-patron rooms, I think it generally seems to be they only get access to the ones they should.
Right. Because like you lose the role, you can't get into those channels anymore.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's fun. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know.
I've never had that problem, but you should look into it. Give it a test. One of those people who you're suspicious of, and see if it's
I'm suspicious of everyone. Yeah, I'm suspicious of all of them.
Paranoia setting in.
as you should be.
I don't like him. I don't trust him.
we were talking before about being excited to make things and whatnot, and I know I said this on the private or the bonus episode recently about our plans for the future and whatnot. But I've had a bunch of conversations recently, including our one about Rad-Con 4, that have really jazzed me up for this year coming. You know, my time on YouTube here has been a little bit less successful than I was hoping. Overall, that's why. Weagawas are, I don't know, maybe feeling a little stale and whatnot. So, I mean, I said in the bonus episode, but I'll just say it again here, because I'm going to say it in my next Weagawa as well, that I'm retiring the Weagawa format. There's also a long post about this on my Patreon, which you can go look at for free. It's just, just my long explanation for why I'm doing it. So I'm just going to be at least for now temporarily suspending Weagwas indefinitely until such time as I decide to change it, just to make time for the bigger projects people have been waiting for and all that stuff. And
I
so
think
2020 the year of Ghost
the
in the
right
Shell?
thing to do.
Maybe. Well, at the very least, Weagwa format has not been giving me the
I'm
view
not,
or money
I'm not
return on
saying that
investment,
there's
so.
no room for like the Weagwa style content, but yeah,
it shouldn't be at the
I mean,
expense of your bigger pieces.
People can read my post. They are expensive because I haven't talked about this much on their request, but we've had another conversation and they don't mind anymore. I guess whatever. I mean, I've had an editor working with me on Weagwas for a long time who just requested to not be known or whatever, but that's changed now. It doesn't matter anymore. So like, yeah, I've been working with an editor to give me more time, but even with that, the amount of time that I've had to spend is just eaten into stuff. So I'm just like, I've been talking with this editor and we're gonna be switching it up and we're gonna try to like, I'm gonna be working on big projects as like my main focus, and like when there's small videos, smaller ones, kind of like my recent like Konosuba or even the Sunflower one, maybe gonna try giving them those kind of smaller projects just to. I'm trying to enter the era of quality, of exciting BGE videos again, where people give a shit and are interested to watch. So moving towards that, I'm pretty excited about it.
I want to start making like YouTube content. I want to start doing like video essays. Like nothing fancy. I just want to like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it would be like, rather than just getting mad on Twitter, I feel like maybe a more constructive use of my energy and when it comes to like the stuff I think about would just be to like write out an essay, record myself reading it, add some video clips of stuff or
and
whatever.
then add
just
like
make
drawn images of you with your arms crossed talking.
Oh, yeah.
or
ones,
or whatever. I don't know.
It would definitely be a better use of your time than Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree there.
I think you'll just get your information across in a much more constructive way.
I might make people like me instead of make people hate me.
Let's not get too carried away here with our expectations.
I lost like 50 Twitter followers in like one day the other day, which Jesus. I know that's not like a huge amount. That day? But like that's more than I've ever lost in a day before. And the weird part is I didn't even make any like particularly inflammatory tweets. That was just the day that like I tweeted my Discord link, and then I made a sort of tweet about like the left-right spectrum, but it wasn't even like mean shit or anything. I don't know. I don't know what happened on that day. It was just like, I guess people were sick of me, or maybe Twitter did a purge or something.
That's always possible, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hell, I agree. Just like when the ship doesn't seem to be going in the direction you want, something should change. Probably gotta change your tack to some degree. So yeah, give it a shot. I say, I'll be interested to see what you make.
I want to do that. It's like, I did like the ramble videos before, and people generally like those. I feel, and that's fine. I used to be, back in school and whatever, I was pretty good at writing essays, but I haven't done it in like forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a skill. It's a muscle to flex and train and stuff like anything else. So
I feel like it's something that I'm capable of doing a good job at, and it's more constructive than just fucking airing my hot takes on Twitter.
It's funny you should say that. I mean, like, effectively, Weagwas have all been like unscripted videos. And making like both my Sunflower and the Konosuba videos, those were intentionally scripted and designed to like be funny and entertaining and to convey the information as efficiently as possible so as to not waste the viewer's time. And I both feel way better about those once they're done and feel that people are not just like exhausted by long ass videos.
The scripted ones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
okay.
like and like I just feel good flexing that muscle again. So that's kind of one of those were like my testing grounds, but I really do like that feel and want to lean more into that.
I think I might.
As a thing.
I think maybe when I'm done with like some of the stuff I got on my plate right now, I might just take some time and just like write a bunch of essays and like make them into videos and just like see how they do.
Seems like a good idea.
That sounds kind of exciting for me, to be honest.
YouTube is a valuable platform.
Yeah.
Shareable, clickable, etc., etc.
I mean, I've got like, I'm not a big channel, but I've got like 14,000 subscribers, which is like it's a respectable amount. I would get like I would get a couple thousand.
You are well known for that Christian lecture. People know you for that.
I sure am. I would get some amount of views on anything I did. I don't know.
Yeah,
it would be cool. It would be nice. It'd be nice if like any of them, if I fucking had a video like do well and like get seen. Whatever.
It is a nice feeling, you know?
Yeah.
I don't feel I've had that in a while myself.
I don't get that on Twitter, because, like, I get so jealous whenever I see someone with, like, a viral tweet. I've never had a tweet go viral. I've had some tweets get, like, maybe, 200 likes or something, which is, like, a lot, but it's not viral. I'm just like, oh,
You know,
why can't I just say something that's so fucking funny or goofy or incisive that just everybody wants to retweet? You just gotta jump on it. Why am I not a fucking genius?
I've had a couple viral tweets, but they're never of things that I actually care about or, like, things that I like would want to go viral. I think my most popular tweet was there's two that were really popular. There was one when the first Sonic trailer came out, and I took a picture of the honeycomb mascot and just put it in Photoshop, made it blue.
Yeah.
That got like a couple thousand retweets and shit.
That was good.
And then another one was the aw shit, here we go again meme that was going around Twitter. I made one of those for the Pirate Bay when like Disney Plus was announced, and like when all your favorite companies have a streaming service, and it was just him walking towards the Pirate Bay, and that got like a billion fucking retweets. I'm like, these are both shit. I hate all of you.
People just like these simple memes, you know?
It's like working on this fucking video game, making all this 3D animation. Nobody cares. The meme, that's all you need.
Draw a simple like visual comparison between things that are on people's mind in the current zeitgeist, and like viral tweet.
Yeah.
My viral tweet, I can't remember how much it got, but it probably wasn't thousands and thousands. But the Serial Experiments Lain.
Oh, right. That one was great.
Where it was an experiment using Cheerios.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I think for me, I think this is my. It did not get like thousands of retweets. I think it got like a couple thousand likes, and I don't know, maybe like a couple hundred retweets or whatever. But it was.
I've never cracked like 200 likes is like the most I've ever got. Pathetic, absolutely pitiful.
This one was. It was when Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu was announced, and they announced the quote friendly rival of the game. I made a post, posted him. And I made this like long screeching rant in one tweet that was like, what happened to rivals? Like, I want the rival to break my fucking spine and step on my neck and rip my fucking heart out and feed it to me. That's what Pokemon rival's supposed to be. And then the last line was also he looks gay. And that was like the full tweet. So I guess people resonated with that to some degree.
God, I hate how difficult it is to find specific tweets on Twitter.
Yeah,
it is challenging. I go to the like.
Do I just have to scroll for like 20 minutes?
Yes.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a nightmare. Hey, on this subject, I started this particular tangent by being like, Weagawas are going to be retired for some time, and I'm trying other stuff, and I am excited about that because I'm hoping to like use my editor bro to like help get more quality stuff out that people like and are excited about, and I can get, I don't know, like little thoughts out quickly while I work on the big stuff in like a format that's just has a little more life to it than Weagwa, which I think I did a pretty interesting analysis on my Patreon, which is free. So if you want to hear my full thoughts, you should check that out just out of interest. But also like this talk about like Radcon 4, and like as soon as we had a plan, as soon as we, like, all the obstacles were gone, like, boom, we're making it happen right now. That's really exciting. Fucking me and Digi working on content. I'll just we are currently working on what's effectively the spiritual successor to the Weebcast. And then I was just like, hey, Digi, what if we, like, got some guests? And Digi's like, let's fucking reach out to some people. And so we don't know if anyone's going to happen with that, but people loved the Weebcast, and we're hoping to, like, keep that going to some degree now that, like, Content's, like, the perfect channel for that. And, I don't know, we're talking about maybe getting, like, an editor working on that to help us out or something. And this is just, many things seem very positive right now, and I'm very much looking forward to this upcoming year. So, and it's not that I'm just dreaming of it. We're actually doing all of these things currently. So I'm very excited about it. Yeah, I'm feeling very positive. What can I say? Hopefully things work out for the best.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I'm feeling pretty optimistic. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling like I've got room to grow. I'm feeling like I've got new venues to branch out into. That's exciting.
Yeah.
You know, speaking about like YouTube, just doing videos, I was considering, cause like for no particular reason, I was on Rusty Cage's channel because I'd never really looked into that guy, and it turns out he makes like he's quite popular. I didn't actually realize that. I thought Emp Lemon was the big boy in that whole like friend
State
group.
of the YouTube pod, yeah.
Yeah, but like Rusty Cage is like he's got actually really great music, and I like that. But
guy.
he's quite a creative guy, and he's got a webcomic, or not a webcomic, an actual comic.
Requiem of the Crazies.
Requiem of the Crazies, and it's like a big, like, serious project that he's been working on for years.
Damn, this guy's got quite a few irons
Rusty
in the fire.
seems really cool. Did you?
Yeah.
He like apparently he made a lot of money like winning like knife game
throwing,
contests or or maybe not knife. No, it was some contest that involved knives.
Okay.
But he just like won a whole bunch of money like doing that. And like I think that was before he was a YouTuber even. I'm not sure.
Are we talking like millions here? Or are we talking like more,
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
just curious.
Stuff.
Maybe tens of thousands or enough to live on for a while or I actually have no idea. I just heard this secondhand, so I don't know the details.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, he made that one video explaining that he was going to try and focus on this comic and, make a whole chapter and, stuff like that. And I watched this video and he talked to the guy who made Earthworm Jim, who has like his own YouTube show.
I saw that, yeah.
And he was giving advice, and it was like I was listening because it was like obviously useful advice for me as well because I'm thinking of doing I am doing comics now.
Yeah.
And he was saying that there's no reason to get like published by a publisher when you have this internet presence. Rusty is obviously very he's got like a few 100,000 subscribers. He can get this comic out to a lot of people.
He's a million subscriber boy, isn't he?
I think so.
Oh, is he? It was a big number.
The Knife Game song went like really popular like back in the day.
Is that views or is that subscribers?
He's got 1.38 million. There you go. That's where he's at.
Damn. Yeah, holy shit.
All right, I misread that as well. But yeah, he's got a big platform, and for that reason, it's quite easy for him comparatively to launch a comic off the back of because of the amount of eyeballs he can get to his thing. And it's like,
true.
Maybe it's not such a bad idea to do YouTube for just that purpose, if that would help.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Rusty has made comic videos the entire time. He just makes things. He makes videos about all sorts of things.
Like any platform that you establish a presence on, you can use it to like siphon views from it to anywhere else you want them to go.
Yeah.
True.
I was just thinking about that. I don't know whether I would go like come back full on like Hypocrite in the same because that sort of stuff is very time consuming. I would probably I'd become a big old sellout and I'd try to get as much subscribers as possible, completely cynically. But I don't know whether that's also either that is the best way to go about it. I might have to like figure out some sort of hybrid that is satisfying enough for the old fans and then can get lots of new fans and then build that up just in the background somehow. I don't know.
These things can be challenging. I mean, I think we've been trying. But I mean, one of the things I'm doing with Reagua is like, I think people are I certainly feel exhausted with like an attempt to play the algorithm. And when I look at everybody else, I mean, just do what the fuck you want. I saved up money so I could do what I want. So fuck it. I'm just going to make the projects that I feel like making. And if I die, well, fuck it. I've got a good degree. I've worked in a job. If I lose all my money, I'll just fuck off, get a job, do YouTube temporarily for a while, and then try this thing again in a couple years once I've saved up money. I'll be fine. So I'm not worried about me.
The thing with like playing the algorithm is that none of us were willing to go full shill.
We can't go, Jeff. I can't do it. I just can't do it. It makes me want to die.
If we can't do that, then we don't. You can't expect to game the algorithm because
I was saying the other day,
if you're using creativity points, you're going to run out of those.
I was saying that I think Reagua was the worst possible combination of too much production value, meaning it takes up too much time, and also not enough to be justified in people waiting for it or whatever. The worst possible middle ground is how I think it ended up. Whereas opposed to like some people spam every day a bunch of videos, that's fine. Or you make one a month and that's, really nice or whatever.
There's a bunch of YouTubers that I watch. Like they do take sponsorships and they do ads. but they do them in a way that is just like openly disdainful of the thing, and like somehow they keep getting like the offers, and like they just keep doing it. And like, I guess it's just fine.
I mean, what's the purpose of advertising? To increase brand awareness primarily, just so that when that person thinks of, oh, I need to buy this product, what comes to their mind is the thing that YouTuber was shitting on, just because it's the first thing they think of. And so in that way, it's fulfilling its need, probably, if they're seeing a boost in sales, I guess.
We all need to get into that Raid Shadow Legends money. Like, immediately.
Big Joel will just end a video with like, by the way, guys, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. You know, I always wanted to make a website about like how much I love mayonnaise, so I made a website and I put a picture of mayonnaise on it. Woo, Squarespace! And like that's the ad.
Yeah, you know. That's a minimal level of selling out. Very, very minimal. Very minimal.
I don't know how does he get away with it?
This madman.
It's amazing.
I like Jesse's Squarespace fake ad where it's like a space where you put squares. You got squares? Here's a space for them. Somehow I never figured that out as a pun possibility. It's just so obvious.
I still don't get it, but I'm laughing. I pretend I do.
If you got squares, this is the place.
What?
This is the space to put your squares.
Let's move on. What else is going on?
This is
expecting
way over
a lot
head.
from
meta,
us
bro.
over here. You know, just some high tier wordplay.
Some high T wordplay for us low T gentlemen.
Beta males. Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm eating my onions. I'm gonna make some curry later and put some onions in there. Ooh, it's gonna
I was
be
thinking
good.
of getting into curry. You've planted the seed.
Get
in my
into
mind.
it, bro. Join me on the curry train. Yes, your sodium will go up, but it's worth it.
I don't even
Pay
care.
that piper. Pay that piper.
Yeah.
It's the best food I've ever eaten in my life, and I made it. I bought a big bag of fucking sweet potatoes, fucking yams. I cannot wait to put that in my new fucking curry and enjoy that. It's the best part of the curry. Fuck the meat. It's all about the sweet potatoes. That's the best part.
Good to know.
That's fucked up, man.
I know, it sounds insane, but it's true.
Fucked.
It's true.
I mean,
What
I do
happens
love
when
a
you're
good
low
sweet
T,
potato.
you get into sweet potatoes, I guess.
Yeah. So they're full of phytoestrogens, bro.
Oh shit, bro! I can feel my gains draining from my body.
It's like you hear about the Miracle Burger is full of estrogen or whatever.
Is like
Damn
all
it.
fake estrogen. Or whatever.
The sex change.
Those
burger.
damn globalists will stop at nothing to drain America.
Sounds
of
like
its
a conspiracy
masculinity.
to normalize trans people.
Can't have that.
And
To normalize
something-
trans fats, but we won't allow it.
And I think probably it's against my Judeo-Christian values somehow. I don't know the chapter and verse, but I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
I've no doubt.
Don't eat the
My
burger.
discomfort is
Jesus
definitely
said,
a
"Put them to the
moral
sword."
obligation, right? It's not just that I'm not used to it. It's that it's morally wrong.
I think so.
And gross.
God created
The
us to
biggest
have
sin of
dominion
all.
over the
And
beasts.
yucky. Ew.
Ew, gross, nasty. Well, we could move to fucking
Are we
voicemails
all
if you want.
fucked out? Have we fucked one another enough for our time being? Are we all satisfied?
I'm
with the
satisfied.
sex
I'm
we've had
satisfied.
today?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think we've had some positive exchanges here. Some
HIV positive. That
good
is. We all have AIDS now.
HIV positive fluid exchanges, if
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
If you
Yeah.
catch my innuendo.
I caught more than
Tragically,
your
I
innuendo, you bastard.
Well, all right. SpeakPipe link, boys and girls, down below in the description. You can call it. You can click on it. You can leave us voicemails. If they're good, we will respond it on the show, like you're about to see here before you on this very day. So first up, to the gate, to the slaughter, is Pancakes with Craters. Why? Is our first voicemail.
Okay.
Let's hear why indeed. Go.
Okay, PCP, we know how the views of game review channels usually work. They get about 1-2 million views tops, depending on the channel. There's a channel, used to be called Classic Game Room, now going by the name 80s Comics, that has a video called Classic Game Room HD Ben 10 Alien Force for the Wii review. And it has over 55 million views. Now, this video is not special. It is no different than any of the other videos he does. I'm just wondering how such an oddity can occur on YouTube.
Kids.
It's the bats phenomenon. It's the bats
I was
phenomenon.
thinking of the bats.
I thought
video.
of bats as well. Yeah.
Jesse's video bats that just has 5 million views for like no good reason. It doesn't make any sense. It is a great video, but still.
The algorithm.
Sometimes it just grabs one and it just shares it to everybody.
Dude, the weirdest
and this
thing
one does
is like
sound
the
also
algorithm just
kid-centric.
grabs shit. Like I remember a few months ago, everyone was weirded out because like it just put MKBHD's first video he ever did in the algorithm was showing up in everyone's recommended. And it's like from when he was like 15 reviewing an old HP computer that nobody cared about and the quality was shit. And everyone's like, why is this like popular right now? Like what made this relevant? It was very strange.
Man, speaking of the algorithm, Chris Chan, and also speaking of Radcon and lectures, Chris Chan lecture is like, it's going to hit 1 million views in like, it might have hit 1 million views by the time that this episode goes up.
Holy shit. It's going to happen.
It's like 4,000. It's like 4,000 away.
God damn.
But and also it's seeing a spike in views, but simultaneously the like ad revenue, like cost per mil, is like just like plummeted. So it's like getting like more views than usual, but it's making less money than usual, and it's pissing me off, and I don't like
probably
it.
Because it's not advertiser friendly.
But nothing changed. It's the same
well,
video.
YouTube's policy changed. It's the new year.
YouTube does change their policies continually. I mean, it could be something as simple as, because like you get paid based on what ads are actually served. So maybe it's happened to have like a batch of ads that don't pay as much. That is theoretically possible.
Well,
nothing you can control, but
stop it.
Yeah, they should cut
give me
that
the good ads, please.
Just for
overall,
posterity's sake,
less.
I found the tweet. Twitter has like apparently a search feature, but it's terrible. I found the Sonic the Hedgehog tweet. It has 15,000 likes and 3,000 retweets.
Goodness gracious!
Shit!
Yeah, it was.
You posting it?
I can.
Yeah, why not? Let's let the people.
I've seen
take
it
a look.
before, but post it anyway.
All right, I'll link it, or I'll try it.
I'm just clicking on Jesse's Bats review on Manchild Inc. Formerly, what was it formerly? Horseshoe Reviews? I don't remember.
Drowning in Horseshoes?
Yeah, Horseshoe
Drowning in
Reviews.
Horseshoes, yeah. And it's 5.3 million views. That's what
fucking insane.
It would be pretty cool. Sonic the Hedgehog 20. It's good. It's great.
That's all you need, I guess.
Yeah, everybody loves this.
It would be pretty cool if my lecture saw a big spike in views when it hit 1 million. Maybe it will.
It would be
probably
nice.
not. It'll probably just keep on chugging.
I mean, 1 million
right.
views on a lecture is fucking amazing.
Shit.
So
I can't hear anyone. Hang on.
This is what you get. That low quality commie microphone. Ben, when are you gonna get a fucking real microphone? Get an AT2020 and a Scarlett Solo like the rest of them.
Probably all in all with the mic arm, probably like a $600-700 investment, all told.
If you're gonna start doing $600-700.
I mean, there's the microphone that's like $400. The mic arm is $100.
Wait, what? An AT2020?
Do I have a 2020 or a 4040? I have a
AT2020 is like
I have a
$100.
4040, like the upgrade. Okay, that's why. That's the difference.
You spent $400 on a
I
microphone?
think so. Pretty sure.
Why? YouTube compresses audio. There's no reason to spend more than $100.
I got my microphone from Econ for $10.
Nice. It does
got
the
that
job.
got that
explains
snowball
everything.
ice, baby.
Oh,
I am very satisfied with the performance of this microphone as my one mic for everything for the last
it's
4
just
or 5
so
years.
overkill. That's so overkill. I mean, it's like big dick energy for sure, but like, Jesus.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But hey, let's consider the fact that at the time I was a employed programmer with a stable job and had income. At the time,
You could have bought an AT2020 and a PS4 Pro. What were you thinking? That's not very gamer of you.
Fair enough. All right. Well, whatever we're talking about, let's just go to the next fucking voicemail. Eleazar. Yeah. Okay, we're back, buddy. We're back. All right.
Wait, were we off? Are we off?
What
Recording?
were we talking about? What was the voicemail? I don't even remember. Pancakes with
what
craters.
about Eleazar? Did he send a voicemail in?
Oh well, no. I just said like he would cut this
when you
section.
died. We said to cut that part out.
It's fine. I mean, I came back almost in like 2 minutes.
You did? Well, shit. Well, we're still
Do we
addressing
want to
it.
keep
Cut all
Eleazar?
this.
If this part's interesting, keep it.
Ah, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, no
You
matter.
can be the judge.
Let's
I
go to
guess.
our next voicemail anyway, which is from the Puppet Master. Let's hear what he has to say. Go.
Oh, hello. This is Comrade Mao from the PCFCPCRCH. I have another comrade
Yes,
who wants to
welcome.
speak to you. We are calling over the transfragisternian transmitter. Okay, I'm going to put him in there. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Hello. So this is not another episode in the Communist Hell Saga, but it is somewhat related, and I'd like to speak to Digi in particular, if he's on this episode, but I guess all of you.
Lol.
Okay.
A big problem that I think a lot of people have is starting a project and just, losing interest in it and not finishing it, and I guess Digi is, he's the one who's kind of known for that, but I'm just curious,
Sure.
how do you guys deal with that?
Partially.
How do you
he is.
stop
Like
yourself?
projects.
How do you keep yourself interested in whatever project you're working on? And I don't know. For the more autistic PCP members, does being autistic help you in any way to stay interested and to be really obsessed with your projects such that you can finish them?
Fuck? Digi has poisoned your mind, bro.
I can't. Anyway, thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Does being autistic help you focus on your project, dude? Is that helpful for you? Shut up!
Is that what? Yeah, that's fucking stupid. God,
I mean, that's really dumb. So
have
I
I gone on record enough times as saying how much I hate the fucking Digi autism meme?
It's fine as a joke that one could use in a funny, goofy way, but this guy's taking it too seriously. I can already tell. Chill, bro. Chill. All right. Beyond that,
the way to finish project, you gotta utilize your mind's weaknesses against itself. You gotta weaponize your own cognitive biases. For example, the sunk cost effect, right?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
I've put so much effort into Slime and Punishment that I can't possibly live with myself if I don't finish it. I know I must do it. Even if I lost all enthusiasm for it, I would still have to do it, or I would just or I the pain I would experience from not finishing it is worse than the suffering I would have to go through to slog through to the end. So
the fucking Cucumber Quest person finally stop. They've been on hiatus for a million years, and then they finally said, "Actually, I'm just gonna not do it, and maybe release the rest of the story as text." I think Davu told me about that.
I didn't know, but that's interesting. She's been doing it for a million fucking years, yeah.
I mean, okay, this is a complicated question. The real answer, I would say, it's a multifaceted one. Okay, here's how you retain enthusiasm. There's a bunch of ways. One, finish the project fast. Don't, if you just get it out fast, you don't have time to regret it. That's important.
Finish it, go at it with furious energy.
Yeah.
Terrified, because if you, the sword of Damocles, whenever you're working on something, on a long-term project, or even a short-term project, the sword of Damocles is always over your head, and that sword of Damocles is boredom. At some point, you don't know when, it will drop, and you will start to hate the thing you're working on. So it's always a race against time.
Weaponize that initial burst of energy as much as you can.
Yeah. The way to think about it really is that every project is really hard to get off the ground, and you need a lot of motivation and excitement to get you accelerated. You start at 0 speed and you're trying to build up speed, and once you're going, it's easier to keep going. A lot of the time, if you take a break, you slow down, and if you take a break for too long, you slow down to 0, and then without the initial spark, you have to somehow get back to the speed you were before, and it's very demoralizing trying to do that and failing over and over again to get back to the right speed. And then, every failure becomes more of a failure, more of a reason that you fail the next time.
Let's consider this in context, though, because the guy who's calling in is, of course, the puppet master. I don't know if you said that before, but this is the guy who was doing, the communist hell, Chairman Mao and I don't know who else.
He's tired of that, I guess?
It sounds to me, he didn't say this, but inferring, as I am with my big brain, I would guess that he's referring probably to this narrative. And as I said, if you got it done fast and concluded it, that's fine. Here's another important one. I suspect you didn't have a vision in your mind for how to end this thing, and that's fine. I would say that like having that is important because one of the important things to do is not let the scope drift out of your control so that one, you don't even know what to do with it. And two, even if you knew, it would take so much energy to actually finish it that in of itself is intimidating and demoralizing. So like if you have the desire, first of all, I release you from any obligation to end the Communist Hell Saga. We all enjoyed it. It was lots of fun. You do not have to conclude it in any big epic way or anything like that. But if you wanted to, it sounds like you probably don't have a plan right now. I would just say, why not do just like one final thing? Take like the 10 minutes, write down just a couple of lines you think would be a funny way to like, maybe hell explodes. I don't know. Everyone goes to heaven. Epic goof. I don't know. Whatever the fuck you want to do. But
no,
you gotta make
don't
it
do that.
real.
That sucks.
Sure, that sucks. But do something that doesn't suck. But like make it.
Well, Nate just narrowed down your work by giving you something not
have
to
a
do,
goal.
so
Use those smart goals. Yeah.
Here's my like big-brained idea for how this works.
Yeah.
A lot of the advice is plan better and make sure that you don't slow down. Mm-hmm. But if you're already in that funk, I think the best thing to do if you really just you don't have a clear goal for where you're going and you feel bad that you're not doing anything, but you also don't want to do it, just cancel it. There's no shame in canceling a project so that you can work on something that will actually get done.
If you just don't want to do it, right? Then just like if you're at the point where you're like, I was
satisfied with Communist Hell, if that's what you're talking about. I feel no need.
I'm not talking about Communist Hell. I'm just talking generally. I don't know. Is this about Communist Hell?
I'm inferring it. I don't know for sure.
It's not clear.
Anything. If you don't want to do it anymore, then just don't do it.
Well, the reason I feel like confident and happy about this Lord of Ghosts comic is because I planned it all out before I started, like quote unquote started, before I announced it. And the whole thing is planned out from beginning to end, and I wrote the entire thing and then did like a screenplay with dialogue before I started drawing. The pre-production is integral to making sure the process of making it goes very smoothly. And so because I did a lot of pre-production, I'm confident it can work. If I just went into it and had the same lofty ideals of how big it would be and how long it would go, but had no real plan to fall back on, it would be much easier for me to take a break and then lose momentum and then want to quit because I didn't know what I was doing. And so the pre-production is it allows me to maintain my speed so that I can get to the end of the project as fast as possible and not slow down at any point. And that's why I know that's going to work. So it's really just a matter of planning out these projects beforehand.
That's the main thing.
Similarly, if you're going into a project with no plan, it's okay for like it to just be shit. Like the the Canon Story comic I made just because why not? I was bored or something. I forget the reason, but I thought wouldn't it be cool to do that during a stream? And I did a stream where I drew a comic panel and then saw what happens next, and then it was finished in the stream. And it was incredibly low quality, but the fact that it was a project that was started and finished really quickly, it didn't matter. The motivation, like the happiness that came from a completed project, no matter how shit it was like powerful enough to spark the next one, which was Belljape. And that one did have a lot of hurdles because I did slow down at points. I just really, really wanted it to be finished. But there's no problem with like quitting if you have no idea of what to do next or desire to continue.
I think he's gotten plenty of advice on this front.
Especially if like to continue something, you would have to like not do another thing that maybe you would be more interested in.
He's heard enough. Yeah,
enough
he's heard
for
enough
you.
Shit. Or spend too much time with his asshole.
That was mostly just me boasting.
That's fair. All right, we've got a message here titled Pokemon Sword and Shield, let's quickly shift into the Pokemon podcast.
People in the comments said that Tom, the guy who wrote the Christmas Carol about me, he should be in Voice Grail. I want to go back and nominate him for Voice Grail.
Absolutely true. All right, Tom's going in Voice Grail. No doubt about it.
Other Tom.
Yeah, not this. This guy's not good enough. You haven't pulled your weight. All right, Tom.
No.
I'll get there someday.
Tom, more like Tomb.
Like 1, 2, 3 for Christmas. Please kill Ben Sane. I hate him. Yeah, it's all good stuff. All right. Next voicemail. Right. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Let's hear what he has to say. Take it away.
Hey, Mr. Best Guy Ever. In your content video, you talked about the TRs in Pokemon Sword and Shield and how you didn't know what it was. If you go to one of the guys in the town, he's all like, "Bro, it's so vintage. It's vinyl. They're vinyls. They're records. It's technical records. They look like records." And they break and they suck because they're records and it's vintage. And then the TMs are technical like machines or some shit, and they're like CDs. That's all I have to say. Do what you will with that information.
Okay, thank you for the. Okay, in Pokemon Sword and Shield,
what the
there are TMs, and TMs now are multi-use. You can use them an infinite number of times. But they also introduced this thing called TRs you get in the max raid battles that are they're the old like one-time use version of TMs. So you might get a TR of Earthquake. You can use it one time, and then the item's destroyed. So now I'm getting it. It's like it's like old TMs.
Do they look like records?
They do because they have like they're black as opposed to the other CDs of TMs that are like whitish. So there is a difference there. Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
That seems obvious.
I don't know. I just see a TR and it's a different color. I'm still confused as to what a TM is exactly.
Oh, wait.
It's a technical
like
machine
how does a CD teach a Pokemon to move?
What? It looks like a disco.
Based on how it looks when you apply them in the GBA games, you basically glue it to their head and then it absorbs into their body and now they know something.
I know I've said this in the past, but in the Pokemon Adventures comic, I believe.
By the way, I finally found the Serial Experiments Lain tweet. It's not actually that much.
Oh, good.
It just is a lot for me.
Okay, well,
500 retweets and about 1,000 likes.
I mean, that's good. That's good. And yeah, this is great. But
that is so much better than my tweet. I hate humanity.
On this subject of technical machines, whatever, in the Pokemon Adventures manga, Red, at one point when he's battling someone, he has an Eevee and he uses a TM on Eevee. And I remember vividly because I was so freaked out by this. What he does is he has like two pieces of a machine. It apparently is a TM, and he holds like pieces. Yeah, it's like a box. He pulls it apart, holds the pieces on either side of an Eevee's head, and we can see like a data stream like passing between
or something.
And it's like sticking. He was teaching it Mimic or whatever. He's teaching his Eevee a move via this like weird data stream or something. But it's a disc now. You can't do that with a disc. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, the mangas aren't canon, so what are you gonna do?
I think I've been confused for a long time on this whole.
You just throw it like a shuriken, and they catch it in their mouth.
Yeah, that'll do the job. Okay. Anyway, it's a record.
I'm trying to find a picture of the sprite because I want to see what they actually look like, so I can make fun of you for not getting it.
Just I can't find. It's just I don't know 25.
They don't even show it in game. It's just like in the inventory. They
don't have
little,
a sprite,
like
an item sprite.
They do, Ben. Just Google TM25.
They do in the menu
or whatever. It doesn't matter. And go to Bulbapedia.
TM25.
That's Thunder, and just click on it, and it'll show you there's like this yellow disc, and that's what.
Yeah,
the sprite
but that's
looks
a TM.
like.
What does a TR look like?
Oh shit!
It's that, but black.
It has like a black. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I can't remember.
Do the TRs have names? Are they numbered?
Yeah, they're the same. The numbers are the same. They're just I'm searching TR25 Bulbapedia. Got it. Okay, this is apparently Psyshock. Here. I'm in the show notes. Enjoy, everyone. This link to TR25 Psyshock. There you go. Click on it. You'll see it just as black edges.
Oh, that's a record, dude.
I didn't. Okay, now
that's
I know.
That's a record.
Now
that's what
I know.
A record looks like. Unbelievable.
Unga bunga, everybody.
That's a great Dave cosplay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
wait, it's not. It's like this is like Proto Dave at the beginning of the series. Yeah.
Well, fighting. Well, what color is red? I guess fire. This one's pink.
This is Psyshock, so it's a psychic move, I guess.
So we need a fire type TR.
Oh yeah, that'd be the perfect Dave. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's move on to our next voicemail. Let me see. This one is Sheep Pollution, who I believe has called in before. But let's see what they got for us. Go.
Hey guys, Happy New Year.
Hello.
So,
hey, Happy New Year.
I thought it would be fun for you guys to do some predictions about 2030. Like, for example, does the PCP still exist? Or YouTube is no longer the place where most people watch your videos. You know, maybe a new platform has been created. So yeah, I thought it would be fun for you guys to do these predictions so that in 10 years we can listen back to this podcast and see if you guys were correct. I hope you have fun. Okay, well, see you in 10 years. Bye.
See you then, buddy.
If the
and not a day
prediction, if a prediction of like YouTube won't be around is correct, we won't be able to come back and check that we were correct.
Well, this does exist on other formats. It's on
you have to
other
go on
podcast
iTunes.
formats, iTunes, and a couple other places.
You'll have to pledge to our Patreon and to get the secret bonus, the old bonus content now lost to time everywhere else.
Damn true.
I think YouTube
the PC.
will still be around.
I mean, for myself, like my plan in
It'll
life
be worse.
Is like maybe even if like I have to get like a real job again, I'm still gonna do like all my internet stuff. I just won't be as I don't have as much time, so I'm gonna keep doing it pretty much no matter what.
I'll be cringe posting till the day I die.
I saw, Ben, I loved your tweet the other day that here it is, my final cringe post of the decade.
I thought of that the day before. I thought of that the day before, and I was like, but I can't post it today.
You gotta
because
wait.
then I can't post until the end of the year, so I had to wait until
Ben
the day.
knew he'd be cringe posting later that day.
It was like, I gotta make my final cringe post.
You technically posted it within January 1st in my time zone.
Your time zone is not real, though.
So if you ever tried the cringe post in the UK, I'll bring it up.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Hey, you said it was your last one.
said. Oh, shit.
Okay,
well, YouTube exists.
I'm sorry to
what
break it to you, but I'm sure I have many more cringe posts in me over the coming decade.
All right, so short
there
version. I plan on working with you guys in some version for a long time. So I think the PCP in some form will basically still exist.
Throwing all of you under the bus.
Yeah, that'll be good.
To gain clout for myself.
Oh yeah, well I plan
that's been obvious for a while now.
As soon as possible.
That's good.
I plan on teleporting behind you so that the bus kills both of us.
Great.
Shit.
I'll teleport
biding
with the
my
bus.
time for the perfect opportunity to jump ship as this whole thing crashes and burns, so I can escape scot-free.
Even if I want the PCP to exist, I mean, 10 years is a long time. We'll be like 40 basically at that time.
I will be 40. Yes.
I'll be technically just under 40, but
I
right around there.
I hope the PCP doesn't exist. Not because I hope we all like fall out.
Yeah.
I definitely hope we're all still friends, but I hope that we're all like more professionals.
You hope that we found something better to do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I would still love to talk with you.
I'm not holding my breath.
I would still love, I would love for like Tom to be a game developer. I would love, I mean, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
But for all of our projects we're working on now to be like more upgraded versions by that point.
Right.
Digi will probably have a kid, and that will be funny.
Ugh.
You guys,
the biggest downgrade of all.
I by that time frame, I plan on having a kid or two.
Yeah.
So so 10 years.
They can do.
Oh my god!
They can start the new PCP.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's their destiny. Ooh. They can start
content is
too.
Just a fucking Trojan horse to like have the dads hang out.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Gross,
maybe we can have them on.
No, we should rebrand as like the old dad podcast.
Ooh, they could make our children could make the pre-teen CP. It'll be.
Hey, anyone
babies.
who donates $10,000 to the Kickstarter gets to name Digi's kid.
We're not going to tell him that. We're going to sneak in.
No,
we're going to sneak in and write on the birth certificate before you can.
Yes, this is all great. This is all gold.
But seriously,
if you're a dad, you're kicked from the PCP. I don't make the rules. It's just how it is.
Thank you.
I mean, okay,
very much.
I think personally, like, my goals are, I would love if my channel could get big and I make $1 million billion. Yay, wouldn't that be nice? I still want, my goal in life is to make good YouTube videos that people find entertaining and hopefully interesting. And I'm gonna try to make them better and better as I go. So I mean, I want to do that. That's the thing I want to do. Maybe I'll work with more editors. Maybe I'll try to make them fancier or whatever. I don't know. But that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah. What I want to be doing is making comics and like writing for movies and doing all that cool shit. By that point, definitely something that I've been working on will be out from my writing work.
Sure.
And then I'll be like, I'm getting money from it or something?
I have some desire to crack into voice acting to some degree, but that's kind of on the back burner, so I'm not that...
I have some desire to voice crack.
Okay, guys, moving on.
It happens when you least expect it, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to
serendipitous voice
I'd like
crack.
to storyboard for cartoons. I think I could do that really good.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that real good. I know the guy who used to make that webcomic 3-word phrase got a job storyboarding for regular show. Man, I'm sure it's like hard, but like it looks so fucking easy.
Sure.
It looks so easy.
Yeah. I want to do storyboards for Family Guy, personally. I want to be like, Lois, forget about it, Lois. Forget about it.
Straight to the moon, Lois.
His classic line, forget about it, Lois. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's going to be my career. Other than that, I'd like to live in a nicer place. I want to leave the ghetto. You know what? I guess this isn't really in keeping with the spirit. He asked for predictions.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So, like, will YouTube still exist? What do you think about YouTube?
I think YouTube will still exist. I mean, Facebook.
I think YouTube will exist.
What's the old? MySpace still exists.
It's
I don't think
not
YouTube
as
will be
big.
nearly as relevant. I think micro content is going to start taking over. I think things like TikTok are going to reduce people's standards.
I don't think
I would like that,
like
but I
the
don't think it's
idea
gonna
of
happen.
like YouTube as a platform will probably exist. It may not be on YouTube, but like so many people are so used to this sort of media that it'll be hard to just suddenly disappear.
For sure.
YouTube will exist. I think that more. I don't think like a direct YouTube competitor will like overtake it, but I think that like alternative platforms that like maybe cover some of the YouTube niche will become more viable.
Yeah, I think so. They're starting.
Yeah. There will be not direct competitors, but there will be viable like pseudo competitors, and probably like the platforms will diversify.
I think YouTube will continue to become more commercial, and so that'll force underground creators to go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope
Possibly.
in 30 years, not 30 years, I mean the next decade, 2030, I hope by that point we will have VR games that are actually good games.
Because you admit they're not good right now. I fucking proved it, everybody. He admits it. That I'm right about VR games.
There's a couple good video games.
There's a couple good video games, but like I've never felt the urge to go and play a video game in VR.
Maybe that Half-Life one.
Like I've tried it out, and it's been like quite nice. But
did I bring my Oculus to Radcon 3?
No, but you should bring it to Radcon 4.
I'll bring it to Radcon 4. We can all play fucking Super
Yes,
Hot.
I want to play Super Hot so bad in VR. That's the one game I actually want to play.
It sounds fucking sick.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
I didn't actually mean VR. I was gonna say something else.
Oh,
but
well, still, it's a good idea.
Like just general technology improvements. But I was trying to think of some interesting thing. But of course,
I've got a bold prediction.
I don't make technology.
But of course,
I don't know how
but of
this
course
works.
you couldn't think of anything interesting, you idiot.
I have a bold prediction.
I'm just a creative.
I suspect that here's a bold prediction. During the next 10 years, effectively, it might exist in some form, but it would be as a shadow of itself. I think that the the Final Fantasy series will die. It will straight up die. And sure, the MMO might exist.
I kind of thought it already died.
I mean, that's the thing. Final Fantasy 15 came out, I guess. There's no plans right now for Final Fantasy 16, but like people have hope foolishly.
I don't know. People.
I'll extend that to Square Enix in general as a development studio.
Things will wax and wane in video game franchises. People rely way too much on franchises now.
These
and they're
AAA
going to continue to rely on franchises in the future.
I think the
and even
AAA
if something
bubble
dies,
is going to burst.
People will eventually be like, let's bring something back that died earlier. Let's bring back Final Fantasy. It's been like 6 years.
I mean,
and then
they're
people
trying
will be
that...
like, oh my god, it's been such a while. Like, gamers are just going to keep getting older and they're never going to die.
Look at Mega Man 10.
And they're still going to want to play Final Fantasy 7 again and feel like a 12-year-old, but it's not going to work. It's not going to happen.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't like I think that Final Fantasy 7 remake, people are very excited about it right now. I do not think it's going to be kind of like The Force Awakens, in that people are really excited for it. They see a lot of good things, But like, I mean, I'm not even like judging the people or anything, but I'm just saying like I think that they don't know what they're in for because it's just a remake of a story everyone already knows. Like, Sephiroth's in HD now. Is that really like this is my prediction now?
Yes.
So I can be wrong.
Literally, people will love it.
Look at
as
Advent
long as
Children,
it's not
though.
a complete
Advent
terrible
Children
trash fire of a video game. People will love it because people still love the Star Wars movies that have come out for nostalgic reasons.
Okay, but that's why I say that's why I pit it as The Force Awakens, because The Force Awakens did well, but what it did was it showed now we know with the benefit of hindsight, we know that they did not have a plan, and that like the next one was an embarrassment.
I mean,
and the final one
in the
was
internet reviewer like bubble that everybody on the internet on YouTube seems to think is the only reaction to the Star Wars movies. It seems like
The Force Awakens was
Star Wars is
last
terrible and will never work. But like there are fans of the Rise of Skywalker.
But the Rise of Skywalker was the worst performing one yet, and that's what I'm trying to speak to. This trend, this downward trend.
It's a downward trend. I think in 10 years it will still be limping along. It will be around.
Okay, fair enough.
It won't nearly be as hype as it used to be. But the big guys at the top, they will continue to scramble for any scrap of
I think the remake
marketability they can get.
I hear you and I see that, but I think the remake will be more of a catastrophe than anybody expects, specifically because they do not have a plan beyond the first game, and they might succeed extremely well with this first game, just like The Force Awakens. But I really think if it keeps going,
when you say
it's
a
going
plan,
to tank.
they just have to remake the rest of the story,
And they will fail,
exists.
and they will fail in doing so in spectacular fashion because they only think about Midgar. It's the only thing on their mind. They have no plan for the rest of the game, and it's going to people are going to not give a shit.
I don't think that parallel is quite the same because The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker they're not based on the original Star Wars. They're not remaking them. They're making a new story, and the fact that the story wasn't very good is separate from it being, the same property.
I mean, there are different challenges, but I'm just saying that there are challenges. One of them being there was no plan. I mean, sure, the story of Final Fantasy VII exists, but like the game development is very different from movie development.
I guess I just don't really see why them not having a quote unquote plan. I don't know where you're getting that information from.
I mean, that has been explicitly stated by the developers that they have not planned what the next games are going to be about.
Okay,
or
so
how it's
I think
work.
that really just means it's going to be a few years between the parts. Which is stupid.
I mean, I would assume they're going to have to like change things up anyways because they'll be switching platforms after this one. Like there'll be new consoles.
That's true.
Have to
Look, you can disagree.
Retool all that
That's
shit.
fine. I
don't disagree. I just think your reasoning is. I don't agree with your reasoning.
Okay,
that
fair
the
enough.
plan is the reason. The parallel to Star Wars is not quite the same. I think it will.
I'm not saying it's exactly the same situation. I'm saying there's
I know,
some similarities.
But I think the reason it would become less successful financially is just because people will realize that a remake of Final Fantasy VII is not actually that interesting, and they were mostly hyped when the trailer came out, and that's it. And that's how it's always going to be. Mm-hmm. The trailer is the moment where the money should be spent. And I think even they might even well, they kind of already do that, don't they? They do pre-orders extremely early.
Oh yeah,
right.
Years ahead.
That's why they do
years
it.
ahead.
So they take the money as fast as possible.
But I mean, hey, it's coming out in a couple months. I think in March is when the remake Episode 1 is coming out. So I mean, people.
March is going to be a packed month. For games.
Think I will be very curious to see regarding that game. What everyone's really excited. Everyone's just like the remake. But what they don't talk about as much is that hard cutoff. This is not a complete game. It is a piece of a game. And how many years you're gonna have to wait for the next one? God knows.
8.
God only knows. So
let's say 8.
I kind of hope this doesn't do well, just because I don't want that. Because as soon as this model is proven, EA and Activision are gonna immediately be like, we can sell a game in 3 parts. Okay, and then they'll go back through their back catalog and they'll just all the classics. We're gonna make a trilogy out of all of our classic games, and it's gonna be bullshit.
Is there a game series that's done a trilogy story correctly? Maybe God of War did pretty good for its first 3 games.
Spyro,
Max Payne. I don't know. I never played it.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Well, I mean, how many of these were Mass Effect was designed as a continuing story over 3 games.
Sure.
God of War wasn't even designed that way. I don't think Spyro was. I don't think Crash was. They just
as a story, I have no idea.
David Jaffe, who created God of War, was only involved, I believe, in the first game.
And I mean, fucking Mass Effect was a huge catastrophe in the finale, as everyone knows.
I honestly feel like any game series that starts off thinking they're going to be a trilogy is doomed to be just subpar.
I couldn't agree more.
That's what happened with fucking Ratchet and Clank on the PS3.
Really?
They had the trilogy on PS2, and then they were like, cool. Ratchet and Clank's a huge thing. People will love the next trilogy.
And again, Ratchet was not
PS3.
intended. The first game was a standalone. It wasn't intended to be a...
Yeah. So that was just like a natural trilogy. It was a very well-selling game. They made 3 of them. Then PS3 comes around. They make the first game. It has a cliffhanger ending, a terrible story, and I really hated it.
Yeah.
I was completely disillusioned with Ratchet and Clank, and I did not ever buy a single other game in the franchise after that.
I stopped there too.
The second one was ironically a lot better. But
maybe I played that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they fucked up.
Yeah, that's too bad. They lost a customer.
I mean, I bought them both for $5 in the bargain bin, as I do with all my PS3 games.
That's fair. I mean,
I bought it on release.
I'm just curious.
I'm stupid.
The only game that ever lived up to its hype that I can remember is, I mean, it wasn't a sequel, but it was like the demo of Undertale, and then the actual game shocked me by actually being beyond my expectations.
You know what? No. Did Undertale demo let me down?
We've talked about this before.
because the demo is the best part of the game. In hindsight, the moment with Toriel is the best part of the whole game.
I talked about this in great detail, and I agree that is the best usage of the time reversal thing, but all the stuff about the multiple pathways and being able to do a genocide and how those time rewinds, they do impact things. If you do a genocide, then revert it, and then do a pacifist, and then you get that extra little thing where it confirms you're still have the soul of a demon or whatever. Once I understood every detail, I was as a package, I think that it has greater highs or whatever, but you get your best bang for your buck if you just play the demo to its full extent. It's true, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, love Undertale, great game, etc., etc. Fuck me.
No. Can't wait for Deltarune to come out so that there'll be more porn of Susie drawn.
That'll be great. Very exciting.
That's the only reason.
Is it coming out soon?
No,
I don't know.
News
there's no news at all, but it's likely that he's working on it right now.
Probably. So. I wonder if he ever put together that team that he was talking about of capable individuals.
He's got all that sweet Smash money now, so...
Yeah. He probably had to fucking pay to get Sans in there. Please put my skeleton son in the game. I'll do anything. Sakurai proceeds to fillet furiously. All right, anyway.
Skeleton son.
All right, let's go to another voicemail. We got 2 more. We got like a little troglodyte tip diddling bitch. Okay.
Damn.
I love this guy.
This sounds great. My favorite guy. Yeah. Go.
Gross. Last episode, in response to my cry for help, Nate Bestman asked me if I had asked anyone, specifically a girl, out before, and the answer is fucking yeah, dog, but in a pretty pussy shit way. See, there were 2 kind. The first one was a couple years back, a year or 2, I think, and I really fucking went zero power, zero masculinity in this one. Through a string of fucking, doing rapists and hooligans homework, I managed to get her fucking medical files and found out that she liked me. And I would not until then ask her out. But I did in the pussiest way. So I fucking Instagram DM'd her like a little bittle fucking tip diddling prepubescent bitch. I DM'd her on Instagram. And
Instagram, huh?
Luckily enough, she responded with a yes. I had a date and time, has to go movie. Cool. She hated the movie. She fucking watched anime and fucking listened to K-pop and shit, so dodged that bullet. But
slut.
I did something. Second time, asked someone out, kinda. They were really into Furbies and porn and shit, so that wasn't gonna happen. But then they asked me to a concert after I asked them. So the answer is yes, kind of, in a pussy way. But basically, my fear is now that in this gamer age, it'll be circulated if I do. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got it. He's got the typical fear. This is Teen CP. All right, Teen CP.
Translate from Zoomer for me.
All right, no problem. He just last time he was asking about like advice or something, talk to girls, blah blah, whatever. And I was like, "Have you ever talked to a girl? Have you ever asked one out?" It sounds like no, because you don't sound very confident, etc. Okay, so apparently he has on a couple of occasions. Great, literally twice. Good job. All right, so your fear about asking girls out and word getting around, you just got to not worry about that because it doesn't matter.
Oh my God, he asked a girl out. How embarrassing.
I remember feeling that exact same fear. What if people know?
No, I get it.
You know?
But when I say it out loud, it sounds pretty fucking stupid, right?
It does. Yeah. And when you're in that situation,
do you hear that guy? He asked a girl out. He's like interested in romance.
Dude, what a fucking loser, dude! Like that guy wants to get his fucking dick wet, dude. That's fucking shitty, bro. Cancel him.
Yeah, he needs to be canceled.
Kill him now.
Kill him now. Rapist. That's a rapist in the making right there. He has a desire. That's disgusting.
That man is driven.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no
despicable.
He's just a Me Too moment in the waiting, and that's no good.
We should drive him over.
You just gotta. Okay, I don't know. I remember in my youth grappling with this very same issue, and what it really came down to was just my deep insecurities about like putting any risk out there or having like anything negative happen to me. But these things are so inconsequential. Like, you're a guy who's done 2 approaches basically and has been terrified those times, and I get it. It's terrifying every time you do it. You need to up that number to like 100. Then you will stop caring, and then you'll be like, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't know. You just gotta lose your fear.
If you're feeling nervous and you need a confidence boost, consider bringing a gun to school.
Yeah, that'll do it. You've got nothing to fear then.
Yeah,
makes sense to me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said it on the show.
Real answer here is basically I share this fear, but there are almost no negative consequences as a result. I understand biologically there's the instinct in us that like, oh no, we've been rejected by the females. In our little 30-man tribe, word will get around and I will not be able to carry on my genetic legacy and my bloodline is doomed. But luckily, not only is it not the case that that's true, if you are perceived to be more of an outgoing person who maybe even asks girls out somewhat, that probably will improve your reputation as opposed to make it worse, because then you're like an actual human being who does things.
It's the sort of thing where like the other guys will try to put you down.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, this guy asked a girl out. Haha, let's bully him.
And he got rejected.
And like all of the boys are like, hey, yeah, fuck you, loser. You like
how many girls have they asked
then,
out that day? You know, what are they doing?
Yeah, but like it's not that. It's like the girls in the class are like listening to this and they're like, huh, you know, they might be bitchy, of course, but there's some like. You know, the way boys bully is very different.
In their hearts, these guys are thinking like, wait, should I be doing that?
Yes, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Should I be doing that too? Wait, what does he know? What does he know?
We have to quash him as fast as possible.
We have to get these secrets that he got on the PCP and the Pro Crastinators podcast. I have to give $5 a month for those precious bonus episodes for all that secret information. I would boil this down to
they wish they were on the voicemail.
I'll boil this down to this. They do, I'm sure. Obviously, want to be respectful and not a creep and be reasonable. And Ben's point about like inviting people to do specific things is a winning proposition. That's like a good way to do it. But I will say this in summary: people in general, women, men, everyone loves a man of action. So like, there's nothing wrong with taking a shot, just rolling the dice, because you are, first of all, you're conditioning yourself to be more willing to do cool things, and also people will just respect you for doing anything. There you go. I'm not giving away my shot. So, fucking go for it, dude. Just talk to people, meet people who you think would be fun to hang out with, invite them to do something casually, and then do it. And that's it. And just be a cool guy. There you go. There's your life advice. Congratulations. All right.
Now go live your life.
Go live your life, or end it. Up to you. Next voicemail is... Oh, this is our last one. Okay, this is our last one. This is how to pass the time at 6 a.m. by Centerpoint. Okay, Center, take it away.
6 a.m. on Sunday morn. I can't sleep, as is the norm. Twitter, Reddit, Discord too. I'm out of things to read through. I've laid down, masturbated, ASMR gets repeated. I fear insomnia, though not as much as Digibro entering my house this hour. But I'm awake. I have power. I just erased half these lines. Fucking big-ass thumbs of mine. I haven't eaten since 10. My stomach needs chicken. This shit poem is a pain. I'll kill myself out of shame.
Okay.
Oh wait, snaps. Non-aggressive snaps for an epic slam poetry sesh.
Good job passing the time.
Yeah, you did.
You did the same for us as well.
That's true.
You've padded out our content.
Thank you. And we're about to cross that sweet 2-hour threshold.
Oh, we're so close.
That's
we're
where
so
all the
fucking
money
close,
rolls in,
dude.
boys.
It's
It's night and day in terms of sheer income.
We are about to roll over into a whole new world of ad revenue.
He really hits on a real point that I hate. Like sometimes I'm writing on my phone because I have an idea, and then I'm like deleting it because I'm tired and I'm like, oh.
That's right.
And then I throw my phone out the window and die.
Well, I'm happy to be part of the canvas upon which Center can spew his art. What a wonderful experience this has been. All right, that's it, everybody. Send more poetry at the SpeakPipe link down below. Send us your epic slam poetry. Put some sick bongo drums in the background or something, so we really get the vibe on. And we will snap for you as hard as we possibly. Like, we'll Thanos snap for you and wipe you off the face of the fucking earth, just as you deserve, as Centerpoint's so clearly dying for. All right, that's it. More voicemails. You heard it. Send it to SpeakPipe. But more importantly, you got to head on over to patreon.com/theprocrastinators. Give $5 lowly for all 33, I believe, bonus episodes now. We just did our year in review. Looking forward to the future. More of those kinds of thoughts on there. And a million other episodes of varying quality levels. At TPCrastinators on Twitter. Follow us for updates and whatnot. And if you want to play Minecraft with us, PCP, Minecraft, Patreon, patreon.com/PCP Minecraft. Although, actually, I think we're having a technical glitch right now, but I'm sure we'll have that straightened out real soon, guys. Please don't flee.
Hell yeah.
And that's it. More voicemails, etc., etc. All right, we'll be back. Hey, Radcon 4, everybody. Plans are in the works. Keep your eyes peeled. By the time the next episode comes out, we'll either have it out or be very close to having the Kickstarter ready, I would think. And we beseech you, we're trying just to set financial goals at reasonable levels so that we're not like losing money for every pledge, which I think we definitely did on some of those old pledges. And so we can just make the thing feasible, and we don't just lose money and lose time and effort doing it. I personally love if we could actually just
get hype for lectures, get hype for rad content.
If we broke even as a result of that, that's fine. But I am, in fact, losing time I could spend working on my own content. So I would love to make a little bit of money from Radcon, if possible, just to cover that week of expenses on my fucking rent and shit.
Radcon pays an exposure. Don't be a little bitch. It's all fine.
It does. It actually does.
You know, it's fair to say that the content that we're then able to post, like the lectures, does generate revenue for some time afterward. So that is a net positive, though not immediate.
I mean, most importantly, it justifies the existence of this podcast.
You are so right. So let's keep that going for another 1,000-year Reich, everybody. Let's keep it going here on the episode. Procrastinators podcast. All right, we'll see you next time, everybody. Das Volt. See you then. Bye.
Oh, and check out the fucking Lord of Ghosts comic.
Goodbye. Everybody else's comic, Slime Punishment, Tom's Game. See you next time, everybody. Goodbye.
Later.
Also, my Patreon podcast.
Lol. Epic.